What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know what the business is the boxing clinic and more. One time for the one time. Kind of could you sit down, my nigga? Sit down. Sit down. Yeah, one time for the one time, man. Fuck with the dog, man. Bullshit. Um, but yeah, man, we back. Rare nighttime stream. Had some time today. I was just tired. Went to the Lions game. Definitely disappointed last night. We turned up. You know what I'm saying? All the way the fuck up yesterday. So uh so yeah, I had to get a rest in today, man. Plus I was doing a whole bunch of different shit. So y'all know what it is, man. But shout out to everybody holding us down, man. We've been super active, shit as usual, through the weekend, through Monday. Today was a very, very active day. I'm gonna drop a real good video. After this, that'll be my last video for the night. So either it's going to be, I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. It's going to be either it's gonna be either or. It's gonna be a good video. Then tomorrow you get the next one, so it's gonna be a good video. Um, but what's up, Blackheart Boxing Rap Battle? What's going on? Straight Righteous Boxing. What's going on? Um, SJ Fish 101, King of My Hood, Texas. What's going on, man? We're gonna talk about this Terence Crawford shit, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. You know, just gonna keep it facts, man. Like I say, man, I give the motherfuckers the cold hearted truth. Yeah, you can't get that anywhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got motherfuckers out here trying to sneak this and shit. You know, like I said, I'm not talking to no niggas out here, you know, directly for what? You know what I'm saying? You know, don't nobody work as hard as me out here. Don't nobody put quality content out here like that. You know, motherfuckers go 3 or 4 days without dropping videos. You don't get that here, man. And on top of that, I run other pages that's more successful than their main page. So y'all know what it is, man. But I'll keep it fact, man. Bob Arum comes out and tells the boxing voice today, okay, that Errol Spence is holding the fight up, all right? He said Errol Spence is out here lying after Errol Spence said he was lying. You know what I'm saying? Who got the track record for not making the best fights, all right? That's what people want to talk about. People try to play culture. See, people try to play both sides. I can just tell you the facts, man. You know, people saying Errol Spence fanboys, whatever, like that. All I'm saying is why motherfuckers ain't trying to fight him. Crawford doing all this talking. First was with Danny Garcia. You know, he was talking about Danny. You know, trying to get all grim with Danny and shit, and say this and that about Danny. Okay, you know, Danny had a fight signed with Sean Porter. You know, he over here poking the bears at PBC, knowing he can't go over there. We know the history of Top Rank, bro. We know the history of that. Only time you crossing that gun line is they lose a purse bid and it's for the WBO title, basically. That's it. People act like they forgot about the Pacquiao situation. Said you want to say. Bob Arum held that whole situation up. If you want to get mad at Floyd for asking for blood and urine testing, get mad at it. You know, if you a clean fighter, you're going to take blood and urine testing. You ain't going to say you scared of no needles when you got tattoos. That Pacquiao fight, Mayweather fight, only happened because Pacquiao's and Floyd Mayweather pay-per-view started dipping. For Floyd, it didn't fucking matter. You know, Floyd could shake back with Canelo. He could shake back with this guy, that guy. Floyd was good regardless. And we starting to see that come to light, all right? Floyd got money. Pacquiao don't got money. Period. Pacquiao suing Bob Arum. Everything that Floyd told Pacquiao that was going to happen with Bob Arum has happened. He schooled him the same way Deontay was trying to school Anthony Joshua about what's going on with Eddie Hearn. That's just a simple fact about it. You hear plenty of stories of fighters leaving Bob Arum, and they all got shitty stories. Mikey Garcia had a flat rate with Top Rank, from what I understand. He had a flat rate. A flat rate if he fight if he fight Goliath or if he fought a preschooler, he was gonna get that flat rate money. You know, that's it. That was it for him. That's why his career moved the way his career moved. He had a flat rate. Somebody called him. I don't even know who it is. You know, he had a flat rate. Period. You know, so it's a lot of things people don't know. They don't know about certain things. And people just quick to forget how Bob Arum played. be lying. Look who Crawford has fought, man. Let's just keep it a buck, man. People say he fought PBC fighters. Felix Diaz, he fought John Molina. John Molina was barely a PBC fighter, and so was Felix Diaz. That wasn't no Keith Thurman. That wasn't no Errol Spence. That wasn't no Sean Porter. Remember that. That wasn't them type of guys. And people want to get on Sean Porter. People want to get on Danny Garcia, especially Sean Porter. Okay, we've been getting on Sean Porter, right? And we just about to go through this whole situation, man. And we've been going through Sean Porter, right? Remember we got on Sean Porter for saying he only want to fight Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Didn't Errol Spence get on ESPN and say the same shit? I want to fight Keith Thurman. I want to fight Keith Thurman. Bob Arum say, man, shut the hell up. Right next to him. Shut up, man. Keith Thurman injured. Why you calling on Keith Thurman? I like you fight Errol Spence. He said, well, I see Keith Thurman as the guy. Errol Spence, he ain't, he just started talking. Remember that? He wasn't too enthusiastic on fighting Errol Spence neither. You know what? I don't forget none of that shit, man. I locked that shit right in my head. I screenshot interviews, save them, chop them up and all that, all types of shit. You don't forget shit like that. He wasn't trying to fight Errol Spence neither. He still ain't trying to fight Errol Spence. When fight hype came to him about fighting Errol Spence, well, you don't know, are you excited? That's like the pound for pound number one fight fans want to see. Here you go. Really, I don't, it's okay. I mean, you don't really know until you get in the ring. You just like, you boring ass nigga, man. It just like I say, you could just tell that he's the type of fighter that don't want to be. He don't want to be a boss. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not front like he didn't keep the situation complicated, and he probably had no other choice, but he did. He read up with Top Rank. You heard Timothy Bradley say this, and 7-8 told this is what Timothy Bradley told 7-8. All right, then we're gonna kind of get back on track here and keep it on point. He said I can fight PBC fighters if I want to fight them. He said he can fight PBC fighters if they want to fight them. He don't want to fight them. Remember, he came out and said, I don't want to fight no PBC fighters. And he got backlash, and then he said, I'll fight any PBC fighter. He said, I'll fight any PBC fighter. I'll fight any PBC fighter. Then he retired. And people say, well, he fought Lamont Pearson. Man, he wasn't even with Top Rank. Think about this, man. Before Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley got with Top Rank, they had hell of a resumes. Barrera, Morales, Lamont Peterson, Kendall Hall for Timothy Bradley, Davin Alexander. That motherfucker fought everybody. When Floyd got away from Top Rank, his shit went up. When Oscar De La Hoya got away from Top Rank, his name went up. Is it a coincidence, bro? Is it a coincidence, dog? And for Crawford, it's like, I'm not saying that you had to go sign with Al. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't. I don't condone that. You don't have to sign with Al. I'm not one of them dudes say he should just came to PBC. He should just came to PBC. Maybe he didn't want to fucking come to PBC. Maybe he didn't like what he heard about Al. Or maybe he didn't know Al and then trust Al enough. That's fine. You got to keep it 100. Like I said, I'm going to keep it a buck. Timothy Bradley said the same thing. Make sure you hit the like button. Timothy Bradley said, you know what? I didn't know nobody over Premier Boxing Champion. I felt comfortable with Top Rank. Even though people just felt that was a lie because he was promised a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Right? He was promised that fight. It's funny how Pacquiao took on Tim Bradley but refused to take on Terence Crawford. All right? But I would like Terence Crawford to have hashed out his own deal with ESPN and just fought with ESPN and had his own banner promotion and just it was co-promoted with Top Rank and had more say-so. But let's not forget, he signed with a promoter that don't promote him. He talked about Ukrainian Jesus Lomachenko like he's God's gift to God's gift to earth. Like he's God's first and only son in Jesus. Let's keep it real. When he signed back to Top Rank, he said, "Mark my words, these fights gonna happen. Mark my words, these fights gonna happen." How these fights gonna happen if your promoter, like I say, I put everything in a vault and I read all these articles. Sometimes I read them multiple times before I even drop a video so I can make sure I get it right. All right. How can you say, "Mark my words, these fights gonna happen"? Okay. And his priority in his head, Terence Crawford, is that ESPN gonna put up so much money, Errol Spence gonna have no choice but to turn it down. But Errol Spence came out and said, I'm not coming over there. Bob Arum said, I'm not sending my people over there. So, Bob Arum said we just simply don't have the money to make sure both guys are happy. Okay, what about PBC? Do they have the money to make sure both guys are happy? Can they come up with the money? I believe they could come up with the money. But they're not gonna send Crawford over there. They say we got ESPN and Walt Disney behind us. We're gonna go over there. So it's gonna be a stalemate. At the end of the day, Errol Spence can continue to unify titles. He could beat Mikey. Say what you want to say about Mikey. I'll drop a video about that tomorrow. What he said it. He could beat Sean Porter if he can get him. He could beat Keith Thurman. If that can happen, all that happens. I mean, how is he the B side? You come into a negotiation. Guess what? You come into a negotiation. A side don't mean shit. I mean, being pound for pound king. That's not. You don't bring that into negotiations. That's a mythical. That's subjective. That's people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? That's people's opinions. I'm pound for pound king. That's people's opinion. You can't bring that to the bargaining table. That's not a bargaining chip saying I'm pound for pound king. Just not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Perfectionist was going on. Q's World was going on. Steven Styles was going on. Javier Logan, King of My Hood, Texas was going on. Texas boys riding candy paint. What's going on? But like I said, that's not a negotiation bargain. Crawford went to New York. Did he put 15,000 people in New York's Madison Square Garden versus Felix Diaz? No. Yeah, I doubt it. If he fight Canelo Alvarez, that'll be part of a 2-fight deal. He might fight Munguia and then fight Canelo, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Munguia is gonna be match made perfectly until he get caught up to speed. All right, but I'm just saying, man. When you go over to Bob Arum, he's a liar. Everybody know Bob Arum's a liar. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford said these fights are coming. They coming. Okay, what happened when that fight don't come late 2019 when him and Spence don't fight? Who y'all gonna blame? People gonna continue to blame Spence. Why are you gonna blame Spence when Terence Crawford promised you he's gonna fight Errol Spence in 2000? Or Bob Arum says it's gonna happen in 2019. Terence Crawford said they're gonna fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if it don't happen, y'all gonna call out Terence Crawford on this bullshit? He don't control his career. He don't. He gave that option away when he signed back, control his career, back to Top Rank. His manager come out and say, we do what Bud want to do. So Bud wanted to fight Jose Benavidez? Really? He couldn't make Pacquiao happen for him all these years. You couldn't call Lamont Peterson up. He better than Jose Benavidez right now. Y'all can't get him Amir Khan. I know y'all tried. Y'all can't get him Kell Brook. I mean, who can y'all get him? Who is he gonna fight? Seriously, who is he gonna fight? Bob Arum may let Lomachenko fight Gary Russell. Bob Arum let Lomachenko fight Jorge Linares. He let Gary Russell. He fight Gary Russell on Showtime. He let him fight Jorge Linares. He made sure he paid Jorge Linares to come over here. But the difference is Jorge Linares ain't in the same tax bracket. He better than Jose Benavidez. Lamont better than Jose Benavidez. I bet you that. But like I say, he paid for Linares coming. But the difference is, them PBC fighters in a different tax bracket than Jorge Linares. Even Sean Porter is making more money than Jorge Linares. It's a different ball game. They over there talking. They over there saying selling y'all promises they can't keep. Real shit. What's up, odd fella? I see you. They over there doing promises they can't keep, man. They don't run boxing. You heard Steven Espinoza. We not working with nobody no more. We are boxing. We got the budget. We got the outlet. Fuck ESPN Plus app. We got Fox. We got double the dates on Showtime. We got Fox Sports 1. We got Fox. We got Showtime. We don't need to work with Bob Arum. HBO say, you know what? Fuck Bob Arum. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. And if Brook fights Terence Crawford, then people gonna glorify that and say, oh, he beat Brook better than Errol Spence. Let's say people say that. But where's gonna be the narrative of Brook is old, broken, and old, and weight drain? You know, for Errol Spence, he was beat up, but they're gonna try to glorify for Terence Crawford. I'm telling you, the majority of Terence Crawford's support comes from people who support Top Rank and the hatred for Al Heyman. That's where it come from. That's where Errol Spence detractors come from, because he would premier boxing champions. That's a fact. See, he's in the same boat as Wilder and Charlos. I keep telling you guys that. Rather than them get put on, okay? What's up, Ace Man? I see you. Fact check, I see you. Rather than people, see certain guys get put on and fight those big fights, they rather them not happen because they know what's gonna happen. Wilder and Joshua, they fear what's gonna happen. People say, what has he done? Anytime somebody say, what has he done to be the mandatory? What has he done, to fight Anthony Joshua? He got a fucking belt. Ain't the goal to have all the belts? That's what they've been selling. That's one of the biggest fake fucking sales of all time. I want all the belts. I want to be undisputed. Triple G dropped his belt. Anthony Joshua was scared to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't care what you say. He's scared to fight Deontay Wilder. And that's just been one of the fakest narratives in the sport of boxing. Con artists. That's what it is. They con artists. They trying to sell you on wanting to be a real champion, wanting to be undisputed. Con artists. They don't want to see certain guys win. And that's all due to Premier Boxing Champions. People shit on it. And you can't tell me one top ranked card what's the best top ranked card from top to bottom you've seen all year? Oh shit, except for the Isaac Dogbo and Jesse Macedonia card that had Shakur Stevenson, Brian Jennings, and I believe it had Jesse Hart versus one of his former Olympic teammates. I'm not lying. Each and one of these ESPN cards from top to bottom has been bullshit other than that card. It's been bullshit. All these different fight dates, they extend them for 7 years. They just putting on Bob Arum's bullshit ass trash. Bob Arum is taking more money than the main event fighters getting off top. He getting his paycheck first. He getting more fucking money than anybody else getting during the fight. He paying under. I seen him had an undercard of the co-feature and then the opening fight card for Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford. Hey, the motherfucking undercard had a dude making all four dudes was making like 30K, 30K and under. One dude was making 10K. How can your co-feature feature somebody making $30,000? How can you sell that? A co-feature on a fight, somebody making $30,000. Nigga, on one card you had Broner making $1 million, Jesse Vargas making $1 million, just over $1 million Broner. Then you had the Jamal Charlo making almost $1 million. You had Tank making just almost $1 million. You had three fucking dudes almost making the two undercards, two dudes almost making over $1 million apiece. And I guarantee you, Jesus Clayard and Hugo Centennial Jr., the losers, weren't making no 30 fucking K. They was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars too. But nobody want to talk about that, man. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Scam Daddy Bob Arum ain't spending no money. He didn't even want to win the Gary Russell Lomachenko purse bid. He let Lomachenko go over there. He didn't win that purse bid. He didn't win the Vanes Monterosian Irizarry Lara purse bid. He let Vanes go over to Golden Boy his last fight. People forget that Vanes was a top-ranked fighter. Let's just keep it a buck. A buck. That was probably the worst. That was the second worst card top of ESPN. The second worst card Showtime had all year. The second worst. Carlos Ocampo, Errol Spence card, and then this card this weekend. But Charles Martin and fucking Adam Nonagi was a pretty good fight. Shout out to TJ Wilkin. Top rank always been trash to me. Exactly, but nobody wants to admit it though. And that card would probably be a top 3 or top 2 top rank card. The card this weekend. I'm talking about the overall card. But back to the topic of discussion, Crawford can't do what he wants to. He only can do what Bob Arum allows him to do. Errol Spence, he don't say yes or no to Bob. Al, or, Al just like, I want this to happen, and I'll enjoy the game plan up. This is what we can do for you. Woo, woo, woo. If you don't like it, we can go do something else. That's what it is. Al is not, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And that's it's a yin and yang with that. It's a good and it's a bad with that. You know, sometimes you don't get the best fights you want to. You know, sometimes you get good fights. You know, sometimes you gotta wait. But with Top Rank, you don't never get that good fights. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people say, you know, Crawford is this great pound for pound fighter, and I've always said my pound for pound is number one is vacant. I just start off with Crawford just based off accomplishments because he became undisputed. You know, he just became undisputed. That's it. And people act like being undisputed is the greatest thing right now. It's not. It's not. You know, when you become undisputed and you ain't beat one Hall of Famer or one A fighter, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna get into it. You know, it's a lot of questions still out there on Terence Crawford. It's a lot of questions on Errol Spence still. A lot of people want to know. But remember, it's a 5-year gap between them. A 6-year gap between Mikey and Errol Spence. It's a 5-year gap between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Crawford turned pro in 2007. Errol Spence turned pro in 2012. It's a gap, and Errol Spence got a late start to the sport of boxing. This is what they won't tell you, though. The kid is going to continue to get better. Crawford, we get into the technical aspect of it, all right? Can Crawford get any better than more better than what he is right now? What can he add to his game? We've seen him. When Crawford fought a bigger opponent in Victor Postol, what did he do? He moved. He boxed side to side all night. And he moved and he dropped Postal a couple times, all right? He did that. Good thing. All right, is he going to be able to do that with Keith Thurman? Is he going to be able to do that with Keith Thurman? I mean, you know, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Bring that back up, Matt Wade, in a minute. All right. Is he willing is he willing to trade with Keith Thurman? People act like he could just beat Keith Thurman. I don't think he could beat Keith Thurman. Got a video coming. I did that a couple days ago. I'll drop it tomorrow. I don't think he could beat Keith Thurman. I'm sorry. I'm not sure Errol could beat Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman best. Keith Thurman a dog, man. He has his deficiencies right too. The reason I will pick Errol is because of Errol's improved jab and his improved his body punching. But Keith Thurman ain't no slouch. Keith Thurman is a in my opinion, Keith Thurman for Terence Crawford is a worse matchup than Errol Spence. And I'm gonna keep on that. That's a terrible matchup for Terence Crawford. Terrible matchup. The thing that could propel Bud in that fight, I'm not saying I would pick Keith Thurman. I favor Keith Thurman in that fight. If that's the Keith Thurman I remember seeing when he left off. Because the only reason that Bud would be a real dog in that fight is because Bud gets stronger as the fight goes on. But he gets stronger versus who? When has Bud really been pressed down the stretch of a fight? When has he really been challenged? Gamboa early on? When has Bud really had to dig deep at the end of a fight? When has Bud ever been cut? He been touched a couple times. But what type of adversity have Bud dealt with? You know what I'm saying? At the time when he beat Ricky Burns, and I'm gonna stand on this, and people laugh, y'all can call me whatever. I don't even keep it a buck. At the time he beat Ricky Burns, Adrian Broner would have stopped Ricky Burns. Adrian Broner at the time would have stopped Ricky Burns. I'm not lying. Terence Crawford went over there and struggled with Ricky Burns a little bit. Early in that fight, you know, I don't know if it was the plane ride or whatever. That wasn't Crawford's best performance. Ray Beltran wasn't Crawford. Well, Alex David Sasado. Appreciate it, bro. He went over there and struggled with Ricky Burns a little bit, in my opinion. He didn't do what he was supposed to do versus Ricky Burns. He was still young. But Broner at the time would have stopped Ricky Burns. And I stand on that. Broner, what's up, Chris Ray? I see you. BJ Slug Beach, I see you. Ray Beltran. That wasn't no fucking masterful performance. It was a good performance. Ray Beltran was catching him. Klimov. I mean, it was a Klimov character. People was booing Terence Crawford in that Klimov fight. See, this is all fights I remember that people weren't even watching them. People wasn't watching Terence Crawford. You know what? Thomas Delorme was giving him some good work before he got knocked out. Hank Lundy was touching him up. These are guys that shouldn't even be touching you. You know? These are guys that shouldn't even be touching you. And people forget this. Felix Diaz was learning some good overhand rights. I'm not saying Errol Spence was more impressive. He did what he had did versus Bundu. He did have to do versatile trade. But I seen one of them do earlier dudes in his career hurt Errol Spence, I thought. Buzzed him real good. I didn't like the way Errol Spence used to react to getting punched. But I'm just saying, Crawford is fighting dudes at smaller weight classes that shouldn't even be touching him. He going a distance with Ray Beltran, so you telling me he gonna stop Errol Spence? He gonna stop Keith Thurman? He went the distance with Ray Beltran. He was in distance with Ricky Burns. You know, Thomas Delorme was giving him some good work. Hank Lundy was giving him some good work. You know, he didn't stop Victor Postile, which is tough to do. Postile is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But he didn't really knock out Victor Postile. He moved the whole fight. And that's just showing that he can do different things. But come on, man. Let's not act like these twos are just two different class of fighters, two different breed of fighters. Crawford ain't head and shoulders above no fucking body in his sport. He ain't head and shoulders. His resume not better than Danny. His resume not better than Sean. His resume not better than Canelo Alvarez. You know, his resume not better than Badu Jack. His resume not better than Leo Santa Cruz. And I hate to say it, but it's not. Let's just keep it a fact. His resume not better than Lomachenko's. For a dude with what 13 or 14 fights, his resume not better than Lomachenko's. To be honest. Especially for a guy that turned pro in 2007. See, I could be petty and just keep digging and digging off in his ass. People forget about these performances, and he's struggling with guys he shouldn't struggle with. He is. I'm not saying struggle, but they're having success. The Klimov character, Fabian Madonna brother, Marcos Madonna brother just knocked him out a couple weeks ago, even though it's two different weight classes, two different times. But let's not act like people say, well, Crawford is just woo, woo, woo. You know, Crawford is nothing like Floyd Mayweather. He's nothing like Floyd Mayweather. Crawford doesn't have the discipline. When you hit Crawford, Crawford must hit you back at any means necessary. That can work for you, and it can work against you. Crawford is not a defensive wizard. I seen Crawford hit with so many overhand rights. A lot of overhand rights, a lot of clean right hands. Get hit a lot. You know what people tell me? Oh, he takes chances. I'm like, cool. Cool. And can I see Errol beating him? Fuck yeah. Can he beat Errol? Possibly. Possibly. But people tell me that Errol is very predictable. He has one style. And I know that you don't become an Olympian with one style. You don't make it to the Olympics with one style, not knowing how to box. And I question that. I'm like, damn, man, you know, can Errol box? And a lot of brothers tell me in the gym, he can box. He got defense. He could be a slick fighter. He's a student of the game. But people say, well, you know, Errol, you know, he's just straight up and down, no special. You don't need special effects when you master fundamentals. Very technical fighter. And one of the things people forget about is the ability to close distance. He didn't make Lamont Peterson a stationary target by mistake. That shit wasn't by mistake. And I used to think I didn't even think Errol was that good. You know, you can ask people that used to follow me from the beginning. I pick Kell Brook, and I say it proudly. I thought Kell Brook would beat him. And when I seen the adjustments that he made in the Kell Brook fight, I said, this kid a little bit better than I thought he was. I thought Keith Thurman would wash him. I didn't think nobody could beat Keith Thurman. He thought he could wash him. And just look at the adjustments he made versus Kell Brook, the body punching. How Sean Porter smothered his work and how he kept dissing. That's an acquired. And people say, you know, what's the little dude from, you know, casual beatbox talk, whatever his name is, the little nigga. It's the little niggas, man. He a little nigga, all right? You know, Lamont Peterson is going to salsa. He going to dance around him, the movement. And I'm thinking like, bro, did you not see what he did with Kell Brook? And that jab improved. The jab holds you in place. He closing the distance and cutting the ring off. Let me say that's two different things. Cutting the ring off is kind of, you know, not letting the guy continue to move. But closing distance is being able to move in on a guy and stop him in his tracks. And he can't move. You know what I'm saying? Be able to get into his wheelhouse. And he can't do shit about it. He can move all night as much as he wants, but you right in his wheelhouse. That's special to have. Any boxer mover, you know, and you able to cut the ring off on them, like Madonna was able to cut the ring off and close distance on Floyd and make them fight. It's difficult when you master distance and cutting the ring off. That's difficult. Crawford is going to have to fight at some point in the fight. If Crawford and Errol Spence fight, he's going to have to fight Errol Spence's fight. You know, and people think because he's slick and he boxes and he moves, the number one thing that bothers a boxer is a swarmer. Everybody know that. Jake LaMotta gave Sugar Ray Leonard problems. Madonna gave Floyd problems. Roberto Duran gave Sugar Ray Leonard problems. Yeah, that was a lightweight coming up, even though he was naturally really, really big. You know, that's boxing shows you that again and again. Sugar Ray Leonard was one of the great. I mean, Sugar Ray Robinson was one of the greatest fighter that I've seen. I love Sugar Ray Robinson. Greatest fighter I ever watched. Was the greatest fighter I ever watched. One of the greatest. But Jake LaMotta gave him hell. Jake LaMotta gave him hell because he was a swarmer. He knew how to close the distance. He knew how to cut the ring off. And that's just a fact. That's just the fact about it. You know, that's just the fact about it. And, you know, for Crawford to be a mover, you know, he going to have to box a masterful performance for 12 rounds. You got two, you know, good stamina fighters it's going to be a dog fight. But you got a guy that can punch. Crawford is a dynamic fighter, hand speed, good foot speed, but I'm telling you, he lacks some things. He lacks some defensive responsibility. He closed some of them defensive holes up, but he lacks some responsibility. And for a guy that been pro for 11 years, he lacks some trials and tribulations in the ring. And so does Errol Spence. He lacks some trials and tribulations in the ring, but that Kell Brook fight, he went through some trials and tribulations. He had to make an adjustment, you know. He got hit some. He proved a lot. It says a lot when you go over to somebody's home country and stop them. Say what you want to say about him being broken down and beat up. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, I keep getting them mixed up. Sugar Ray Robinson had 200 fights. He lost plenty of times, bro. He lost plenty of times. Plenty of times this man lost. You ain't hear motherfuckers say, oh, man, Ray Robinson lost, man. He old, man. He bring plenty of time. He killed the nigga with a left hook. Most people don't know that. You hear people say, oh, Sugar Ray Leonard, oh, man, he lost to a lightweight Roberto Duran. It's over with. You know, anytime anybody know you beat Sugar Ray Leonard after this, man, it don't count. He was old. Only these new boxing fans do that because you take a L. Ain't nobody tell Kell Brook to go over there and get his ass. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if Kell Brook went to middleweight or didn't go to middleweight. He was getting his ass whooped by Errol regardless. It made no difference. It made no difference. And that's what these new fans try to do is take away from these fighters. You know, oh, Errol didn't do this. You can easily take away from Crawford's whole career. That motherfucker ain't no pound for pound number one for real. Do he remind you of a Roy Jones or a Floyd Mayweather or Ray Leonard? You know, is he in that class? No. But the game is so fucked up right now after Pacquiao and Mayweather. These dudes was continuing to wait on Pacquiao and Mayweather their whole career. You can't be mad at him. You know, do he want to fight the best? Bud is a competitor. Time and time again, he want to fight the best. But the powers that Bob Arum don't want that right now. He don't want it. He don't want it. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. We waited for Pacquiao for 4 or 5 years. But the difference is Pacquiao and Floyd pretty much was maxed out at their weight. They was maxed out. Errol Spence can go up another 1 or 2 weight classes. You know, it ain't about picking Errol. Just simple fact that I think Errol's a better fighter. You know, right now I think Keith Thurman, if he come back, he's a better fighter. You know, it's just my opinion on that. And I'm not just giving you smoke and mirrors and giving you false facts. I'm giving you the technical aspect of it. You know, if I could show videos showing you their weaknesses, they both got weaknesses. But in my opinion, you know, people think Errol is very vanilla. And I learned firsthand he's not vanilla. Just because the guy seemed to be slick and Crawford beating down Felix Diaz, he beat up, what's up, Angel 313? He beat down this and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really going down, Angel 313. I'll talk about that. Yeah, Errol Spence says going down December, January, and he gonna fight Sean Porter late winter in the spring. All right, so he about to be on the up and up. And if Crawford and Errol Spence don't fight, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't fight. I'm pretty much over it in boxing. All right. I'm pretty much over it with in boxing. I don't care if they do or don't fight. I don't give a hell. Like I say, man, and people don't understand this. This is what I'm about to say right here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kurt Sugar? People don't understand this. One of the fights I wanted to see so bad, and this is what really gave, in my opinion, that really gave me a bad taste about Bob Arum. This is one of the fights I wanted to see. And people laugh, but I want to see Juan Manuel Lopez fight Yuriorkis Gamboa back in the day. You couldn't tell a mother, like real boxing fans, we knew that was the fight. A lot of people want to see Juan Manuel Lopez and Yuriorkis Gamboa. Bob Arum refused to give us that fight. People remember that shit down there. Was it featherweight, super featherweight, whatever the hell they was at? Shit, they was at multiple weight classes. Lopez was knocking everything out coming. Lopez was looking dominant. Gamboa looked like he couldn't be touched. But the intriguing thing about Juan Manuel Lopez and Gamboa when they both was undefeated in their prime, the intriguing thing was that Gamboa had a tendency to hit the canvas, and Lopez had a good fucking punch. Lopez had a really, really good fucking punch. All right, a really good punch, and that was the intrigue. Even though most boxing fans felt that that Lopez would get dominated by Gamboa, but most people always felt that Gamboa Lopez had an opportunity to KO Gamboa at any given time. We never got that fight on the Top Rank. They both was top ranked. Orlando Salido came in there and beat Lopez twice, and that fucking fight went out the window. It wasn't Pacquiao. Shout out to Fernando in the building. It wasn't Pacquiao and Mayweather that pissed me off. It wasn't Pacquiao. It wasn't Pacquiao shit. That's the fight that pissed me off about. That was the fight that pissed me off about motherfucking Top Rank. That's the fight that pissed me off. That fight right there. When I didn't get that fight with Top Rank, I was fucking done, man. But I got Mikey Garcia versus Washed Up Lopez. I got Mikey Garcia versus Rocky Martinez. I got all the fucking fights I didn't want to see over there. I would tune in every Saturday fucking night for HBO After Dark. I would tune in for Bernard Hopkins versus Winky Wright and all these other different fights they did on there. I would always tune in for Joe Kawasaki fights when he fought Kessler, when he whooped Jeff Lacey on Showtime. I followed his career, and that's why I really never really shit on Joe Kawasaki, because I watched him. Watched all that shit coming up. I ordered all the Floyd and Haddon fights, the Floyd and Marquez fights. I had good report cards. My mom would go ahead and buy it. Niggas just come over. Niggas used to turn up. Hoes come over, get some liquor. Had the crib to myself. Nigga. Remember those days. That's when boxing was straight. Taylor and Hopkins fought. We watched all of them. We continue to watch. We was watching. It was good fucking fights on Saturday. HBO, even though they wasn't doing 5 to 10 million viewerships in the middle of the 2000s, they still had quality fucking fights on, man. It was very, very quality fights on, man. And, the shit was crazy, man. You just go and just look like you have to really go through your timeline and see where boxing really dropped off at. You have to really go look at it, man. And a lot of people don't know about Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson was a bad motherfucker. When I speak on Chad Dawson, Chad Dawson a bum. I said, shit, niggas don't know Chad Dawson. People don't know Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson cleaned the fucking light heavyweight division up. Now we getting off topic, but this is what's about to be. Chad Dawson cleaned the light heavyweight division up. He the reason Thomas Adamick moved up. People don't even know Floyd Sr. had him. When he was with Floyd Sr., he was a killer. He still hit the canvas, but he'd get up and whoop some ass. He'd sure get up and whoop your ass. He beat the hell out of Thomas Adamick, Antonio Tarver. He cleaned all them niggas up out of there. And when Floyd retired the first time, he said Chad Dawson was pound for pound number one, the most talented fighter. They used to see him in the gym every day. Chad Dawson was bad. He just didn't have that drive, man. He just didn't have a dog in him, man. He just didn't have a dog in him. That division was super stacked, man. Yeah, he whooped Hopkins. Remember Hopkins? My shoulder. In the first fight. Copped out of that shit, man. It was some good fights. You know, what pissed me off was the Pascal fight for Chad Dawson, man. He didn't have that dog in him. Pascal was touching Pascal, and Pascal was just hooking his ass to death. He was just hooking his ass to death off the ropes, man. I mean, she can go back to Pascal versus Carl Froch, another great fight. Over in the UK, before Pascal was Pascal, him and Froch went to war. A lot of good ass fucking, a lot of, yeah, you can bring that question back now. A lot of good ass fucking fights. You know? A lot of good ass fights, man. Tavares Cloud was hot for a minute. Yeah, he did. Pascal did break Dawson. That was a crazy fight, man. With so much opportunity there for Chad Dawson, man, he just let that shit, wither through his hands, man. The Hopkins Pascal was a good shirt. Man, boxing was good for a really good. I think we actually took it for granted, man. We actually took it for granted, man. Boxing was solid back then. You know what I'm saying? Boxing was really, really solid, man. I can remember watching, upstairs in my room, man, watching, like I said, Winky and Bernard. I would watch, all types of fights. I remember Corey Spinks taking on Jermaine Taylor. I swear to God, Corey Spinks won that fight. I was so pissed off, man, because I was mad that Jermaine Taylor had beat Bernard Hopkins. At the time, Bernard Hopkins was my guy. I had the reports on Bernard Hopkins. I was feeling his story, getting out of jail, making something positive. And shit, it just shit crazy, man. Shit was crazy. We didn't know we was living in a great time of boxing. And even then you had motherfuckers complaining. But now, this shit is pathetic, man. This shit is truly fucking pathetic, man. You had Vernon Forrest versus Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley versus Winky Wright. Shane Mosley was the only dude that gave Winky Wright a shot. Winky Wright, I believe, had to go over and do a European tour. He had Jermaine Taylor, Kelly Pavlik. That was another one I watched. But Winky Wright had to do a European tour because dudes wouldn't fight him. And, fortunately enough for him, Shane Mosley wasn't no hoe. Shane Mosley wasn't no hoe. And Shane Mosley gave him an opportunity. He beat Shane Mosley and he became undisputed champion at junior middleweight. How much money is Al willing to send over to Terence Crawford to make the fight? If they send AJ 50 million, is Terence Crawford is on. Sorry, that's my dog. It's on Terence TC head. I think neither one of them want this fight right now. I think Errol will take the fight right now. I think it don't really make a fucking difference for Errol. Dude, what do you want? I don't have no dog treats, cuz. Yeah, I don't see my dog a lot right now, so he wants some personal time. Go ahead, boy. Yeah, but like I say, Errol will take that fight right now. I believe Terence will take the fight right now. But, they can't take the fight. It really don't. That fight ain't going to generate no money. Yeah, Corte Vargas is a good one. That fight don't generate the money they think it's going to generate, bro. They both just don't have a personality to do it. Neither one is Ali. Neither one had a gold medal like Sugar Ray Leonard. Neither one of them is Floyd Mayweather and had that personality. They just not a pay-per-view stars, man. They not. He ain't gonna leave Top Rank. Top. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this on some real shit, man. And listen to Floyd Mayweather say one of his family members sold him out to Top Rank. What you think happening to Terence Crawford? What you think happening to Terence Crawford right now? You think Bomac ain't getting a soda on the side? Chicken noodle soup with a soda. He getting a whole bunch of sodas on the side. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, the manager, the trainer, that motherfucker, man. You think Top Rank? You think Bob Arum? He's talking about, oh yeah, I hashed out the deal myself. What fucking qualifies Bomac to hash out a financial deal other than getting a check on the side? You know what I'm saying? You got brothers in prison that know more than lawyers. You know what I'm saying? That study their case in prison and know how to defend themselves. You think it's that hard for these boxers to go out there and read these contracts and defend themselves? Let me tell you this. Sit down, boy. Let me tell you this, man. All right? Let me tell you this. Adrian Broner is smarter than Terence Crawford, in my opinion. Okay? I'm going to tell you this right here. Adrian Broner, Bob Arum had Adrian Broner over here. Come here. I'll put your leash on. Your leash on. Wrong, right. There you go. Adrian Broner was sitting in Top Rank, was sitting in Bob Arum's living room like Bob Arum did David Benavidez, okay? He pulled up a whole, I don't remember the specific amount of money he showed Adrian Broner. He said, oh, Broner, if you take this money right now, I'll give it to you. Just sign with me right now. Broner said, hell the fuck no, he ain't signed with him. David Benavidez took he sold himself out for $250,000. $250,000 David Benavidez sold himself out for. And, you know, obviously that didn't go through because he still had a valid contract with Samson Boxing. Now, Samson Boxing could be a hoe ass nigga and shelf David Benavidez for that shit. That's what I would have did. I would have shelved this hoe ass for a year or two. So you know you just signed a contract and you gonna go sign with somebody else. But you know it is what it is. Ain't no hate no. I mean, where did I hate on Bud at? Tell me where did I lie at? Where's the hate and where's the lie about Bud? Where's the lie I'm telling about this guy? I just want to know where I'm lying at. I didn't tell no lie about Terence Bud Crawford. This whole thing, there's no lie being said about the nigga. This is the truth. This is the truth about Terence Crawford. I'm telling the truth about the nigga. Y'all the same motherfuckers that get caught up in the hoopla with Bob Arum. He dupe you niggas every time. We went through the Pacquiao situation. Pacquiao suing him. Okay? Pacquiao is suing him right now. And y'all still believe in Bob Arum. Oscar De La Hoya left Top Rank and became the biggest star in boxing and the first boxer to get his own promotional company and really run it and being functional. Floyd Mayweather left Top Rank and blew the fuck up. Where am I lying at about the situation? Does Top Rank give you what is the best fight? What's the best fight card from top to bottom that Top Rank gave you? Did Top Rank put Lomachenko on the app and you niggas was looking for and y'all was calling me a lie? Remember, I was hating when I said Terence Crawford was fighting on the ESPN Plus app. I was lying. It was fake news. Do I gotta pull that video back up? It was fake news when I put that video up. I was hating on Terence Crawford, and then when the fight came, you niggas talking about, oh, what channel Terence Crawford fighting on? I said the ESPN Plus app. What's the ESPN Plus app? I was hating in, right? I was hating when I pointed out that Terence Crawford fight on ESPN versus Dongo didn't get no promotion the whole week until the weigh-in. But Lomachenko versus Moraga got promotion the whole week. Nigga, I was hating though, right? It's quick how motherfuckers forget. It's quick how people forget that. I'm the one out here telling you that nigga was fighting on the motherfucking app first. I pulled the news out. When people were talking about what happened to him and Jeff Horn, I was putting videos in and doing videos about him and Jeff Horn. Nigga, I was putting the time in to work in. While other motherfuckers was running off a different narrative and give you the same redundant boxing talk every day. It's the same shit, nigga. I'm the one that was talking about Terence Crawford. I'm the nigga that was telling y'all where the fight was at, how to get the fight. It was free. You had to cancel it after 7 days so they won't charge. That was me. But I hate the nigga though, right? Even after the nigga tried to do a lawsuit against me, though, I hate the nigga, right? Fuck up out of here, man. Nigga, I don't swing on no fucking fighter. No, it's a fact that niggas ducking Errol Spence, and I want to know why. Nobody hate on Sean either, motherfucker. I'm giving you facts that Sean Porter say, I don't even want to fight Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Why not Errol Spence, though? You wanted to fight for the IBF and if Kell Brook would have beat Errol Spence when Kell Brook had you wanted to fight for him. It ain't no hate, nigga. You tell me where the hate is and where the lies is, nigga. It's the facts, nigga. Niggas can't take the facts, though. Nigga, get Terence Crawford dick up out your mouth, dog. Real shit, dog. I'm just giving you the truth, man. The truth. Bob Arum do this shit to you niggas every fucking time you niggas go run over there and dick suck on Bob Arum, man. Every time. Mikey Garcia, another one left Top Rank. Mikey Garcia, in his short time with PBC, this motherfucking resume beats his whole time with Top Rank. He been with Top Rank since 2006. He been pro for 12 years. For 12 years, Mikey Garcia been pro. Who he fight? Orlando Salido, Rocky Martinez. Motherfucker came over the Premier Boxing Champion, won a lightweight championship versus Denchinian, fought another one for Sergey Lipinets, fought Adrian Broner. This nigga resume is jumping off the chain. Then beat Robert Easter Jr. This nigga done did way more in a short period of time with PBC than he ever did with Top Rank. But the proof's in the pudding, nigga. The proof's in the pudding. Anybody that's any good that lead Top Rank, blow the fuck up. No needle to near. They juiced him all the way out though. But we forget about him. He was the only nigga that had the balls enough to fight Riggedy out. Real nigga. Then he moved up and fought Nicholas Walters, who was the Axeman at the time. Salute to him. Salute to him. Real dude. Talk about Leo Santa Cruz, though. Motherfucker scared to fight Rigondeaux. Don't ever fought Rigondeaux and fucking Nicholas Walters. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I'm not going to lie in front of these fighters for no reason. I'm not going to criticize nobody that don't need to be criticized. I love Tank, man. Tank, one of my favorite fighters. But he got to get it. He had to get it. He had to get it. I'm not lying to you. I'm not going to lie to you dudes, man. I'm going to keep it a buck. And if I'm wrong, I'll come back and say, you know what? Nigga, I was wrong. Woo, woo, woo. I picked Kovalev twice over Andre Ward. I was wrong. I don't have a problem admitting I was wrong. That shit's out the window. You know, motherfuckers make mistakes, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Look at Top Rank. They have fucked us out of very good fights. This ain't the old Bob Arum when he was giving you niggas good fights. That ain't this, man. And it's been going on for a long time, man. Shout out to Legendary Top Cats. I see you. Been going on a long time, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, man. Ain't no pound for pound champion right now. A pound for pound number one champion is an ambassador to the sport. And when there's people out here who don't know who you are, who know who Terence is, who don't know who Errol is, who didn't know who Chocolito was, who didn't know who Triple G was, you're not no pound for pound champion. Everybody know who fucking Mike Tyson was when he's heavyweight champion over everybody. When Floyd Mayweather was pound for pound, everybody knew he was. Pacquiao, everybody knew he was. Roy Jones, he won the most lucrative pound for pound champion, but Roy Jones was on the Wayans Brothers show. Roy Jones was rapping. Everybody knew who Roy Jones was. Everybody knew who Sugar Ray Leonard was. My grandma used to stop her whole day to watch Sugar Ray Leonard for what my mom tell me. Those are pound for pound champions. Pound for pound champion is more to do with skills. It's kind of a crossover, you know. It's kind of like when 50 Cent crossed over with the Massacre. He crossed over to the masses of millions. Pound for pound champion is supposed to be synonymous with the sport of boxing. Roy Jones was synonymous with boxing. Floyd was synonymous with boxing. Pacquiao synonymous with boxing. Sugar Ray Leonard synonymous with boxing. Even guys that wasn't pound for pound number ones back there by the term, and it was tough. Tommy Hearns was synonymous with boxing in Detroit. You know, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler. I mean, and you had other guys like Julian Jackson, who was one of the biggest punchers of all time. He knocked out Torrey Norris, lost his G-Man, Gerald McClellan. I mean, you had other fighters. I mean, it was so many great fighters, man. You know, any of them dudes could have been pound for pound champion. David Tua could be heavyweight champion right now if he was in this era. Ernie Shavers could have been heavyweight champion. You know, I mean, just born in the wrong fucking era. You know what I'm saying? Sonny Liston was one of the most feared guys ever. Go back and do your homework on Sonny Liston. Mob ties. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was Kirchich, who just got hit with the RICO and hit with 10 years in jail. I was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Man, do your homework, man. You know, you got to remember all this shit, man. The game don't change, just the players in it. But like I said, man, I ain't got no reason to hate on none of these fucking fighters, man. Do I want to tear down Terence Crawford? No, I don't want to tear him down, but I got to keep it a buck. When a fighter I feel is wrong, he wrong. And I'm the same nigga that won't be scared to tell him to his face. Give a fuck. What he gonna do to me that ain't already been done, nigga? You know, fuck that, man. And you got, people saying you got to respect the fighter. No, respect the game. Respect the game, dog. Respect this fucking game. When they get out of line and they disrespect boxing and disrespect the sport I love, and it's continuing to fall and deteriorate, and it's decaying from the inside and the outside, and it's falling from the graces. I can go on ESPN. I can see tennis, cricket, soccer, badminton, lacrosse, all above boxing. And boxing is damn near the last fucking sport on ESPN list. Come on, man. These motherfuckers will talk about cricket and lacrosse and talk about motherfuckers doing backflip off of cars, and they'll show a dunk in the WNBA before they talk about a boxing knockout, man. You know what? And we not supposed to criticize these fighters and use our platform to get boxing where it's supposed to get back at. That's my point being on here. Other than my love for the sport, It's to keep the sport alive. It's to really put motherfuckers and make people remember. That's why I'm doing historical stuff. That's why I'm doing the historical things, man. So people can know what boxing once was, man. And don't forget. That's the whole purpose of my channel, is to inform. You know, it's to bring balance back to boxing. If my video, if motherfuckers get mad at my video and they hate me or whatever it is, I'm not scared to show my face. I'll show my face when the fuck I feel like it. What up, punchlines and pugilism? I see you. I show my face, no time. I don't give a hell what they gonna do to me. I walk in the Barclays Center by myself, not with a entourage, not with my homie. I fly out to that bitch myself. I fly out to Madison Square Garden myself. I fly out to Vegas for Wilder and Fury by myself. Makes me no difference. I fear no man. You know, I fear no man. But the whole point of it is this, man. It's not to tear down Terence Crawford. It's not to tear down Gervonta Tank Davis. It's not to tear down Leo Santa Cruz. It's not to tear down Bob Arum. No, it's to bring balance to the sport. It's to tell you to try to have an effect what's right, man, because they killing the sport. If somebody is killing something you love, isn't it our job to save it? If I got to be Captain Planet in this hole and I got to say the boxing by myself, I'm going to save it. You know, but I'm not one of those channels before I get off here. I'm going to take some questions. I'm not one of them channels that talk about the same thing, though. Don't forget that. I don't talk about the same thing every day. For me, I'm going to give you variety. I'm going to give you different topics. I'll give you different sports. When it comes to boxing, I'll give you plenty of variety. I talk about the small guys, the big guys, all types of stuff. So don't forget that. I'm not going to just talk about AJ, Eddie, and Wilder all day, or Wilder Fury all day, or I'm not going to talk about Frank Warren all day. I'm not going to talk about this or that. Talk about different things. And I'm pissed off that I forgot the super flyweight card was on that night, because after the boxing went off, I listened to the press conference. Cool Man said, man, told me I should listen to it. I listened to it. Then I had Michigan State and Arizona State on the big screen, and you know, it is what it is. Crawford is like I say, for me, my number one is vacating, but I start my list off with Terence Crawford. I've always said that. And I've always said I will start my list off with Terence Crawford, but it's vacated. I don't have a pound-for-pound champion. I've been saying that for about a year. But Canelo was my closest one to number two to Terence Crawford. Canelo was my closest one till he caught cheating. Till he got caught cheating. You know what I'm saying? Canelo was up there with Crawford. They was neck and neck for me. But like I say, man, I'm not even really going to talk about that fight, man, about Canelo Triple G2. It ain't that just, I'm going to say this, it ain't because Canelo caught, you'll ask questions now too. It ain't because Canelo just got caught juice, and I just don't like the WWE script type shit, man. I just think it was scripted. I'm going to tell you what really turned me off to that fight. This is before the positive computer raw test. What turned me off about Triple G and Canelo 2 was when they were selling the rubber match before the second fight was announced. That shit was whack. It sounded like he's gonna continue to fight Tony Bellew. I think Dennis Lebedev, they're gonna put him on ice for now. So the Bellew fight is gonna happen. Yeah, I had Canelo right up there with Crawford. You know, I did. You know, but it is what it is. Another Triple G and Canelo 3 commercials playing hip hop, and commercials is running on black channels. Yeah, I'm not paying that shit. No, I've been seeing that though. I've been on. When I go to the gym, they be on different channels, ESPN, and had different stuff going on. So yeah. You know, they trying. I mean, it's too late, man. You know, they just did too much. They turned a lot of people off in that first fight. PBC fighter hurt themselves hanging out together. I don't think so. You know, a lot of fighters do a lot of things worse. Like I go back to when I talk about with Frankie Randall. Floyd Mayweather say Frankie Randall, and that was the first dude to beat Julio Cesar Chavez. He beat him multiple times. All right, it's another guy I'm gonna have to put on the Forgotten Fighters is Frankie Randall. But Frankie Randall, he used to say Frankie Randall used to come home drunk every night, and his wife would go tell Floyd to go look for him. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new. Boxers been getting drunk and doing different shit, but that would separate Bernard and Floyd. Bernard and Floyd live a clean fighter lifestyle, so they was able to last in the sport. You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen was another guy in basketball who hadn't ate a cheeseburger since high school. You know what I'm saying? He was able to last in the sport of boxing. He's probably still can play today. You know, what's up, Roman Jesus? I ain't seen you in a minute, family. What's going on, man? Life good. But yeah, that's a fact. I can keep coming with the channel. Will Ward come back? I don't think so. I don't think Ward come back. But James Prince said he told my homie he might come back. That was Zab Judah. Yeah, Zab Judah was a crazy motherfucker. All them dudes from New York. it's hard. It's hard to be a successful fighter fighting in New York, man. That's really, really hard. New York got a lot of distractions going on. A lot of things you get into. It's hard, man. And I don't see why a lot of fighters move out to Vegas, man. Because Vegas got a lot of distractions too, man. Because you got the strip downtown, but you got the hood. You know, you know what I'm saying. You got the hood. So yeah, man. Yeah, y'all keep asking questions, man. I'm about to eat in a minute, though, man. Take my ass to sleep, man. Got my ass kicked in fantasy this week. A motherfucker bet $26, only won $8. But yeah, but they get an illusion that boxers don't get along. Yeah, I think sometimes they do have bump ins and shit, you know. But I think all of them came up in the amateurs together. You gotta remember, amateur boxing ain't that big. A lot of these dudes travel, spar with each other. You know, a lot of these dudes, Kenny was, Kenny Angel. A lot of these dudes was parents on the road trip. You know, a lot of these dudes was parents, man. Remember that boxing shit ain't cheap. It's a poor man's sport, but it ain't cheap. Oh yeah, I forgot about that scrap, man. I picked Calvin Smith to win the whole thing, but I think Groves might pull it out. But I think I'm gonna stay with Calvin Smith, man, for now because of the shoulder injury. Yeah, healthy Keith Thurman can beat anybody, but yeah, he could beat Crawford. That's the best style for him. Tyson Bowe, Camacho, Judah, all from New York, and all had hella distractions. You go to New York, you see why, man. It's the energy is like mad different, man. I love New York, man. I love the energy. My mom is actually from the Bronx. I love New York, though, man. I love, what up, B. Howard Jack? Duval County in the house. Yeah, I'll tell you, them Duval niggas come about 70 deep, nigga. Abby used to get his ass whooped by Kenny Porter. Yeah, I heard Kenny Porter say that, man. You know, yeah, I heard Kenny say that, man. So, you know, father figures, man. He almost had to whoop on Bud, too, man. Yeah, say that. I'm gonna talk about them niggas right now, man. Nigga, Lions had me. I was at the game last night. Them niggas, man. We got up, man. Me and my mans got up and walked out and went to the bar, nigga. I had so many drinks last night. I ain't even supposed to be drinking. But shit. When somebody else buying, nigga, I'm drinking. Patron, all types of shit. Ended off with some Tito's because they high as hell at Ford Field. I got a video coming about AB and TC. Man, I got so many videos that I have so many videos I'm supposed to drop, man. It's just gonna be a minute till I get to some of them videos, but I got that already queued up. Yeah, I went to that shit, man. Yup. It was a good ass atmosphere until Matthew Stafford got injured and all that shit went to hell, man. That shit went to hell. Man, we went straight to the bar. My man said, see Matt Castle come in, we all got the hell up. I mean, went straight to the bar, but I had fun though. Yeah, always good crowds to Lions game, no matter how sorry them niggas is. Are you going to see the new Predator movie? I ain't never seen none of them. I'm gonna catch up on some of them on my box. I'm about to get me a new phone, so shit. I'm gonna crack my screen. That's why I ain't been doing visual videos. Man, I'm cracking my screen and shit. I'm trying to see should I get this bitch fixed. It's only like $30 to get it fixed, but I had to send it away for 3 days. And I had to work off my iPhone. I got an iPhone too, but I don't like working on my iPhone. I hope White Boy Rick is good. I don't know if I go see that. I didn't know the story so good, man. I just know the story so good, man. There's some good documentaries out on that, man. He wasn't shit but a snitch, you know, and got caught being a snitch, and they shot him. Then he started selling dope for real. Yeah, I know he was injured before the 3 injuries, but we was in the game, before the injury. I don't know what's going on, man. Them niggas sorry, man. I don't even want to talk about them right now, man. I don't want to talk about them right now, but yeah, I'm about to go ahead and log up my dog. This nigga that went to sleep next to me. No, I do not like Predator. I've never seen it though. I just never got a chance to do. I'm more of a Scarface, Goodfellas, The Wire, Sopranos, Sons of Anarchy. I'm more of a gangster type of flick movie, but in comedy too, I love stand-ups. And then in cartoon like The Incredibles and shit like that. I ain't seen the new Incredibles yet, but yeah, man, I was gonna take the kids to the movies this weekend, man, but with too many of them motherfuckers, man. I had to go get my truck. Spence talking that. She posed to, man. Posed to talk that shit. Crawford be sneak dissing on the low, man. But yeah, I'm gonna drop some more videos, man. Let me hurry and drop these videos for midnight, man. Snowfall. I gotta get back watching that, man. When they did that gay shit, man, I got the hell. I didn't know if they showed it, and I walked out the room. You know, like How to Get Away with Murder. I used to watch that, and then they started doing all that homo stuff. I'm like, man, can't get a good show without the homo stuff, man. But The Wire had that too, though, man. So I'm gonna get back on Snowfall. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna turn on whatever Terry or whatever I got. But yeah, stay safe, man. We agree. I definitely appreciate everybody for rolling through. Y'all know what the business is, man. I'm gonna drop 2 more videos, man. I'm gonna drop a Pacquiao soon, Bob Arum, and I got a Forgotten Fighter video coming. Those will be the next 2 I dropped in tomorrow. I'm gonna drop the AB Crawford video again, and I got some good videos coming tomorrow, so y'all be on the lookout for that as well. Definitely appreciate everybody for rolling through, man. And I'm gonna throw some wrenches out there tomorrow, man. You know, throw some wrenches out there tomorrow, just not right now. I'm tired. Is that right? You tired? This nigga sleep. My dog sleep. This nigga, man. Put this nigga on camera. What the fuck I'm dealing with? Look at this nigga, man. I want to hang up the call. This nigga, man. This nigga come right next to me sleeping and shit, bro. Yeah, I got the Rugrats shirt on, family. Yeah, I'm a big ass kid, but y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we done.